things I want to do, and what are my, what is most important, what is not so important, what is just for leisure. I put it out, and I would literally, go about my day like a soldier. Hi guys, welcome back, or welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. In today's video, as y'all can see by the title, I want to talk to you guys about becoming the manager of your life. So if this is anything that you guys are interested in finding out how to do, then all you need to do is stick around. By the way, if this is your first time watching my channel, welcome, okay? And you can subscribe so that you do not miss any videos that I'll be sharing in the future on this channel. Okay, on this channel I share topics on faith, spiritual growth, spiritual maturity, inspirational messages, and anything else the Holy Spirit leads me to. And today's video, I want to talk to you guys about something I myself practice. So if you're interested in learning how to become the manager of your life, then all you need to do is stick around. Okay? So without further ado, let's get straight into today. Alright? So I want to first start off by saying, okay, a manager means that you are able to, look over the affairs of your life in a way that that brings success, okay? A way that helps you to achieve whatever it is that you have set out to achieve, all right? As an individual, all right? We have different goals, and my goals are different from yours, of course, but we all would like to, I would assume, or I shouldn't say that word. I would think that we all would want the best out of the life that God has given us here on the earth. Since we're not going to be here forever, but while we're here, I'm sure we'd like to make the most out of what God has given us. Why is a crow, not a crow, you guys hear that? A chicken is crowing, and it's after 2 p.m. It's like 2:21 p.m. Okay? That's a good time, by the way. Hey. All right, so, a manager means that you're actually able to look over the affairs of your life in such a way that brings success, okay? So, if you want to know how to become the manager of your life, okay, then you'd have to look at how you're living and what are your real goals. What do you want to be? What do you want to achieve? What does a day in your life look like? And what are some of the things that you would like to do, you guys? I'm looking at the skies, and there are like two birds, like, just having fun in the blue skies. Anyway, you guys, I wanted to say becoming the manager of your life is very much possible for any of us. You guys, I want to go, like, move that chicken from here. Like, I don't know why why is he crowing right now? It's like midday. It's not time to sleep or even time to wake up. It's time you should have been you should have been awake all along. Talking about that, the first step to having or becoming the manager of your own life is actually creating a healthy morning routine, okay? And here's a little tip. Creating a good morning routine starts with a good night routine. So if you want to have a successful morning, you have to have a well planned out night routine, okay? So you have to manage the time you go to bed, manage the time you wake up, manage the time for every little thing that you're going to be. Plan out what I'm going to do in each day, and I'm so grateful for Ashley and Powers, because she's really one of the persons that the Lord has used to help me to know how to manage my life well, and she was so instrumental in helping me to know how to set up a proper night routine that would suit my schedule, my life, my lifestyle. And trust me, guys, it can work in any of our situations, okay? You just have to prioritize and say how many minutes you're going to spend on this and on how many minutes you're going to spend on that. Yes, I know sometimes, and that's going to be your biggest challenge, is trying to find a balance, saying no when you have to, not doing certain things so that you can get other things that, are priority done, all right? So I live a pretty busy lifestyle, and so in my life, I really have to be, I have to be very serious about my bedtime hours, the time that I stop, doing anything, okay? There's a time that I cut off work, okay? Unless it's like a real important, like I really, really have to be there. And then I would like make time. So if that is something that might take up a bunch of my time that I did not allot for earlier in the day, after that event is done, I try to either do, half of what I planned on doing, or I reschedule it to another time or date when I know I'll be available and I'll have the time to try to fit it in, okay? It's always going to be chaotic at the beginning. I want you to be aware of that. It's not going to be perfect at the beginning. Creating a healthy nighttime routine is not always going to be easy either, but it's also very it's going to be very possible for you to live a life that you're becoming a very good manager of your time and your money as well, right? And your overall life, okay? So you have to be able to know what your schedule looks like and manage every minute, okay? So if you're saying you're waking up at 6 a.m., and if you're a Christian or a child of God, you spend time reading your word or praying or whatever it is, and you prioritize that time, okay? You put measures in place. You turn off your phone, okay? So if you know something is going to be a distraction, you remove yourself from the distractions, okay? And this goes with anything that you're planning to do, okay? If you're going to be working on your whatever you're doing at work, you don't want to be distracted, right? And if you're having fun, you don't want to be doing work, all right? So you're prioritizing everything, everything according to your own, whatever suits you, okay? So becoming a manager of your life is beautiful, and I think that Jesus gave us a very good example of how he managed his life and managed his time. He had a time for prayer. He had a time that he was walking through places to heal people. There was a time to eat. There was a time to pause. There was a time to rest. There was a time for everything. The Bible actually says there's a time for everything, okay? So likewise, and this is found in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, for those of you who want to go look at it. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 talks about there's a time for everything. So in the same way, in your life, you can make time for everything. A time for eating, a time for pausing, a time for reflection, a time for working, a time for playing, a time for, creating, a time for everything. You create that time within your day. And again, I give you this serious tip. A good morning routine or a good day starts with a good night. Okay, so if you want to have a successful, healthy day where you're full of energy and you're able to do all that you have to do, like I am able to do, did so many things already for today, you have to plan out your day ahead of time, okay? And one of the things that I love to do is I love to write out my to-do list. Like what are some of the things I want to do, and what are my what is most important, what is not so important, what is just for leisure. I put it out, and I would literally go about my day like a soldier. Almost carrying it out. I don't always have it all happening the way I want it to, but I can say maybe 85% out of 100, I'm able to nail every nail on the head when it comes to carrying out my plans the way that I would have envisioned it. And another thing that I do is I also commit my plans to the Lord, okay? I tell him what I want to do, and he directs my path. And when I do that, my day goes 100% amazing, okay? So the Bible verse says that commit your plans to the Lord, and he will establish your steps, okay? He will help you to do whatever it is that you want to get done. All right? Here's the scripture that I want to share with you guys, though, okay? So it says, if you are faithful in little things, you will be faithful in large ones. I'll get to the meat of this in a minute. But if you are dishonest in little things, you will be dishonest in great responsibilities. And if you are untrustworthy about worldly wealth, who will trust you with true riches of heaven? And if you are not faithful with other people's things, why should you be trusted with things of your own? One of the reasons why I share this scripture is because I believe that God, he wants us to be a manager of our life. And when he sees that you can manage little things, when he sees that you can manage your time well, you can manage your money well, you're able to manage things, he's going to entrust you with more, you guys. He's going to entrust you with more. And I cannot tell you how much, since I started to do this, how much more responsibility I've been given, because I've learned how to prioritize my life and to do and put first things first and keep things in proper order. Okay? And it's not difficult as long as you're committed to it, okay? As long as you commit to doing it, it's not difficult. I promise you, it's actually going to be so fulfilling, so rewarding. You're going to be like, oh my God, this is so amazing, right? And it's very much possible for any of us. We can all do that, okay? So, if you are faithful in little things, God will entrust you with greater things, you guys. But if you continue to become a good manager of the things that you have, God can actually entrust you with more things, okay? So managing your time and your money well is up to you. It's up to me to do that, and I think it's very much achievable, okay? So God has things that he wants to actually give you, but I think, you know, many times he has to withhold those things because we either idolize them or we're not being a good steward of what is not ours, okay? How do you manage things that are not yours? It's not yours. How do you manage that? Because God's looking at that, okay? He's looking at that to see if you can manage when he wants to bless you with something. Can he trust you based of how you're treating something else? If God were to give you what he wanted to give you, would you, like, if you're treating that like that, you're definitely going to treat what he gives you in the same way. Okay, so if you're wanting to be blessed by God, if you want to know when God is going to do something in your life, or you know, when is he going to come through with something, how about managing or doing whatever he asks you to do and doing it well, becoming a good steward of whatever it is that you have been given, so that he can entrust you with the things that you actually desire and what he desires for you. Because trust me, the things that God desires for us is way better than anything we desire for ourselves, okay? So, if you're not faithful with other people's things, okay, according to Luke chapter 16 and verse 12, and if you are not faithful with other people's things, why should you be faithful with what is not your own? Why should you be trusted with what is your own? Okay, that's a good question to ask yourself. Becoming a manager of your life is easy. It gets easier when you commit to actually, you know, being consistent in, you know, doing what you have to do. Again, it's not always going to flow the way you want it to flow, but I promise you, as you continue, it's going to be getting better and better and better. All right, share this in another video. So thank you guys so much for watching this video today. I hope it has this video, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye guys.